In this video, I'll show you how to do an oil change. I grabbed a 17mm wrench so I can undo the oil bolt. After that, when the bolt was loose, I undid it by hand. After that, I reinstalled the oil drain bolt and I tightened it, but I didn't tighten all the way because I wanted it to be safe. Then I found the oil filter. Then I went to go find an oil filter socket so I can remove it properly. It kind of took a bit of time, but after with a little patience, and eventually the oil filter came out. After that, I went to go and remove the oil filter by hand. So after when I took the old oil filter out, I went to go check its condition and also the filter type. But in this case, it actually wasn't described on the filter, so I actually had to lower the car and find out the engine size. After that, I found the new oil filter and I reinstalled it. I also have to be really careful with this because I can really destroy the filter and the housing for it. So I wanted to be sure, so I called my colleague and he tightened it properly and made sure it was secured. After that, I put the oil filter cap. It's just a plastic protecting plate just to prevent from any road debris from actually hitting the oil filter. After that, I cleaned up any oil spills. Then I lower the car so I can put the new oil in. Now, and this was approximately 3.5 liters of engine oil, which the first time it was alright. Then I checked the oil dipstick and it was at the line, but sometimes it all depends on how much engine oil you actually put in, so check your owner's manual. I put the oil filter cap back on so I prevent it from having any oil spills when I cycle it. After that, I cycled the car for 5 seconds and it flowed all the oil into the oil filter in every nook and cranny. After the engine was successfully cycled, I rechecked the oil dipstick and apparently it's missing, but that's because all the oil went into the oil filter. So I had to put more oil. So I removed the oil filter cap and I put more oil into this measuring jug. Now in that jug is about 1.5 liters of oil, but I just wanted to be sure, so I used half of it, and apparently the oil was actually at the line, so I was actually very surprised. So this engine really did not take not much oil. And that is how you do an oil change. Well, I hope this was educational for you, and I hope that it was also a real help and how you even get oil changes. I'd also like to thank the garage, Auto Care from St-Michel, for letting me use their facility, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed.